they got everything wrong in this movie.
Mm.
They just not only did they get it wrong, they added wrong stuff to it.
Hey everybody, welcome to Real Shade, and it's me, Jamie, from Real Shade, and a giant awkward picture that I have yet to resize, but let me just do that while things are, it's a little technical glitch, it's fine. There's Darren over there, behind the big picture that I just moved, glorious Darren, and there's lovely Derry up at the top left hand side. She's back this week,
I'm
ladies and
back.
gentlemen, she's back! Who knew? Who knew it would just take a day for technical and there's already technical glitches as we speak. But don't worry, they're good. We're all good to go. So, this week we're going to be speaking about our friend Mr. Mario right over here, but not the good one, the shitty one, with Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo. Yay!
They almost shouldn't
I'm
be in the same
excited.
sentence.
Right? I know. What a matchup! What a matchup! But it's one of those films where a lot of things are actually better than I remember them, and a lot of things aren't as bad. But it's still a kind of a bad movie, if you get the drift. So we'll go through it anyway. We'll have a quick chat about it. Feel free to interject and comment. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch. We're broadcasting on
Everywhere.
Twitch and YouTube. We're everywhere, just to get your attention, lovely people out there. So yeah, this week we're speaking about Mario, 1993. Let's switch over to our IMDb here for a quick moment and have a look, see what they have to say. Two Brooklyn plumbers already off to a horrible start. Lore breaking material going on here. Why are they from Brooklyn? I don't know. Because plumbers and Italians, I suppose. That
Italian
movie,
American. Mm.
right? Italian American. Must travel to another dimension to rescue a princess from the evil dictator King Koopa and stop him from taking over the world. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. So, Darren, this week it was my suggestion, and I know it's horrible. Okay, we all know it's horrible, and it's a bit of a meme at this stage. But Darren, tell me, have you ever seen this when you were younger?
I
Did
saw
you
this
ever
when
see
it
this?
came out first. Yeah, I actually when my sisters used to, all my brothers and sisters used to live at home. They actually I think they rented the film, the I shouldn't say the DVD, the video, and they I sat in and watched it with them and didn't know it was Super Mario Brothers that I was watching. Had no clue until my brother explained this to me. This is the Mario Brothers movie because my brother had introduced me to the Teenage Mutant Turtles movies, and at least when you're watching that movie, you know what you're watching.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw it years ago, and I think I saw it about 3 or 4 times, maybe, but so long ago that I just kind of forgot pretty much all of it because it's not really rememberable, except for all the fucking just terrible, terrible bits in it. And I'd the one thing about this movie is I don't understand how you can go so wrong. Abundantly take everything. This is what I can't understand. Even like with Resident Evil, you have a story there, you have material there, use it. And like this, they didn't use it. Like I can understand now why when they say when I watched it again, that this movie nearly ruined the video games to movie
It
industry.
did.
I can 100% see it, and with all the stuff that I went and found out about it, I was like, clearly there won't be as many mess ups as I'm thinking. Oh my god, this
Mm-hmm.
movie was her. Oh my god, it was just. I don't know how this
Cursed.
movie got made. How it even got made is beyond me because every day they're coming in with new bits of the script to Bob Hoskins and to Dennis Hopper. Like people like Bob Hoskins and Dennis Hopper, not John Leguizamo because he's a great actor, but he was still very young. But these two lads were big names, you know what I mean? Like I would be so terrified that they would leave my fucking production, and they almost did. Dennis Hopper actually quit like twice or something, but he was contracted same as Dustin or not Dustin Hoffman. God, Dustin Hoffman touched his shit. Um, Bob Hoskins. This movie's so bad it's making me forget names. You see, that's what Bob Hoskins said. His kids were like, "Oh my God, Dad, you're going to be in Super Mario Brothers." That's exactly what it was. They were like, "Yay!" And John Leguizamo just wanted to get work. But that'll tell you how bad it
wasn't
was
like relatives
because
or
like
kids.
the
It was
lads had to
definitely
drink
for
daily, like go into
definitely
their meet up
it
and
was like
have
this kid was like, yes,
drinks daily to
please
get
be in
through.
the
Like,
Super
and when they're
Mario
having drinks,
movie.
they were talking
And
like, and all of a sudden then they're getting a knock at their fucking trailer door, and it'd be like an assistant, terrified, to hand them new piece of script. And when they get to set, they'd say to the director, like, what's going on? He was like, it's just something we want to try. So they do the scene sometimes with the script in their hand, like on the set. And Bob was like, I'm not doing it again. I'm not, like, every day, like, and then you see, like, I just can't understand, like, I won't even go into the really horrible stuff. Like, Bob Hoskins, there was no safety, and there was no people there. You know, in case any actors got hurt, like, there was no. You see what happens, and John Leguizamo broke two of his ribs on the same stunt because they didn't get stuntmen in, which
go
is
into the
ridiculous.
really
You know, when they
horrible.
jumped
That's
into
what we're here.
the garbage truck and you see him, like, they missed it. They completely missed it. John
Didn't he
Leguizamo
break a leg?
landed on the
Bob
side of
break
the
his
truck.
leg?
Like, there was padding there, but he landed on the steel. And Bob Hoskins landed in the truck, but his leg landed on the side of it, so he broke his leg in bits. They didn't stop. Yeah, having a bit of focus. Like, everything with this movie, it's like there's taking liberties with a product, and it's not as if
They
Nintendo
just
was a
gave him a
small
giant
product.
mushroom
You know what I
afterwards.
mean?
We're like, have some of that.
Like, exactly what you
Fine.
said, Jamie. I can understand now why we're only getting Sonic
Do.
now because of the way, like, and you look at movies like Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat basically brought the video game. Yeah, I can't even talk. It's emotional if we talk about it. The Mortal Kombat basically brought, because Street Fighter didn't help much. I shouldn't be showing what I'm wearing.
Oh, that's. Did you see the trailer?
But Mortal Kombat basically brought the video game to movies back from what it was, and then they had a second movie of that, and it almost ruined it again. But you know, we're there's taking liberty. Sorry, no.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
way to call me out on stream.
I'll go
Thanks.
to Terry, who is.
To be fair, if I'm any kind of gamer, I'm a Nintendo gamer.
Games, Terry. You don't know them.
So yeah, like I way back from the NES and
not
everything.
As a female, but just in general.
Yeah, no, this was not a Mario movie. This was like.
There you go. You played Mario.
No. I went in.
This wasn't even a Luigi movie.
Going,
this wasn't
what an amazing cast.
King Koopa.
That did not want to be there.
You mean Bowser?
Yeah.
Is that who we're talking about? Bowser?
Dennis Hopper was bad. Fiona Shaw was bad. And I was just so disappointed because I love Fiona Shaw. I think she's a fantastic actress. And obviously Dennis Hopper and I forget her name now. Is it Lena?
Yeah, but you know what?
That's the
put characters that were never ever in a Mario game, like ever. Like, even if they hadn't made her like Wendy, like I know Wendy is Koopa's daughter, but even if they had it, but the two boys as well, whoever the fuck they are.
Yeah.
Well,
no, Iggy
they're usually like minor bosses.
Are like they are this in what is it?
Yeah.
Super Mario.
Yeah.
Super Mario Brothers 3, where you're going around like the desert.
What I would call like minor bosses. Sort of thing.
No, Iggy Koopa is a child. He's a child of, but there's no Ziggy Koopa. There's 8 bosses. There's 8 of them, but there's no Ziggy, which I was like, okay, I can understand.
But you know what? To me, they were the best part of the movie, and I found out afterwards that they were fucking ad-libbing the whole thing. Because the writing was so bad that their first scene that they filmed, they ad-libbed it, and from then on, people just went, yeah, okay, whatever. And they were the best. They were the best part of the whole movie.
Who gives a shit?
So
let's get stuck in. Let's get stuck into the horrible. Actually, you know what? It's actually a really horrible start to a movie because knowing what comes afterwards, like, oh my god, did it. So they play the intro music like Super Mario, and we're treated by this like crappy, like I wouldn't even call this 8-bit, like a bit.
Like
they took a bit and they just put it on screen.
Yeah. Well, they were trying to do like, I think
I get what
to give you the whole Super Mario Brothers feel with it was just awful. It was so crap and it was so terrible.
It's like,
Oh.
but this is the thing. It's like, if you asked an adult at the time, hey, what does a video game look like? They just went, oh, it looks like real life, but blocks. No. They show dinosaurs, which, again, nothing to do with anything. Dinosaurs aren't even a part. Like, in Super Mario World, there are dinosaurs, but they're not like the dinosaurs. They're, I don't know, like reptile dinosaurs in the world of Mario.
Yeah,
No, Brooklyn.
they're just like the only dinosaur that was like, but I don't even know if like Koopa or Bowser is a dinosaur. Is he a
They're
dinosaur?
like
What
turtles.
is he?
Well, actually, they're actually a type of Japanese mythical creature. You know
Dragon.
that kind of way. They're like a turtle,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a dinosaur back turtle thing.
Yeah, because Yoshi is the only thing close to a dinosaur.
And
Like
that was Oh, like in the games, yeah. But
Yeah.
even at that, like, is he a dinosaur? As we could think, like at the time, this is when Jurassic Park was coming out, and a dinosaur isn't like a T-Rex in the world of
Yeah.
Mario. It's not the same. So we have dinosaurs. They're talking for some reason. They're just talking. They actually, so I don't know. They had access to all of these cool practical effects. Why didn't they just have actual dinosaur-looking creatures at the start of it instead of these pixelated shit? Because 2 seconds later, they changed back from pixelated shit to like real life. And
I think there was reference like gaming and fucking, all that kind of stuff from the Nintendo. I think that's what it was. I think so. That's why they went straight from the music into that.
This is the best part. Brooklyn, 65 million years ago. It's like in Pangea. You mean like Pangea when there was like no other continent? Yeah, okay. So straight after that, we get a woman running in the rain, and she delivers a fucking, I don't know, this technical.
Egg.
It's not. It's an egg in this tech. It looks like a futuristic pod, but why is Mario futuristic now? Like he didn't have anything futuristic. So it's like the 90s are trying to get on top of this. Like they tried all this futurism. It reminds me, now that you mentioned Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that kind of grittiness. They were like, yeah, let's go for that kind of a thing.
I actually got more of it, like they wanted it to be a Burton movie. I got like echoes of Beetlejuice and echoes of Batman, and it was very sort of, I felt like that.
It's supposed to be a prequel to the game, to the like before Super Mario Brothers. That's what they were going for. They were going for before they became the super. When your man says it, the Super Mario. I was like, oh, shut the fuck up.
The woman runs away, and there is a nun that finds the pod, and like the most stereotypical way, and brings the pod inside, and so the nuns open the pod, and there's an egg inside, and the egg hatches, and there's a baby inside of that, and the baby in the tree, and the tree in the bog, and the bog in the lake. So we get
but the girl that is delivering this pod. Sorry, I thought you were on about the egg portion. I know the futuristic pod thing, but the girl actually that is running around is fucking Daisy. They didn't pay for another actress. That's what pissed me off. It's the exact same fucking actress. I was like, I had to look at it twice.
Like, nobody will notice. We'll just shoot it like at an angle and make everything a stew.
Same actress that played Daisy with her mother.
Oh.
No, yeah. You know what? I bet they justified it to themselves and went, "Oh, we're being really smart because like then that'll be like a hint. It'll be like an Easter egg. Oh, did you know Daisy's mom was actually played by Daisy?"
She says it. She was like, your one says it in the mid. Your one. Lena says, "You have your mother's eyes." I'm like, no, that's just a lazy
and body. Oh my god!
Yeah. You're the same person.
So then they have a swipe to Brooklyn, and then it's Brooklyn now. You know, now, not like the year or anything, just now.
Now.
John Leguizamo is chilling out on the couch, and he's a lazy asshole with no mustache. I'll have you know. Mario is running around going, "Oh, I'm a busy plumber." Also, so I'm like, what? So what year did this come out? 1993. I'm 4 years old. I probably don't know that much about Mario, but I know he's not a guy in an office with a shirt. You
No.
know, he has like one of those monkey suits on, one of those overall suits. That's what I know about Mario. He doesn't sit at a desk. And Luigi, at the very best, is just Mario but green. So
Yeah.
all of this backstory stuff, I don't give a shit at all. Why, in the name of God, would they have something like that at the start of a kids movie? And that's what it is. It's like they tried to make an adult kids movie
Yes.
and
Yeah.
failed.
That's exactly
Badly.
what they did. But
Yeah,
they wanted
so
to make it
badly.
have they wanted it to have that broad appeal where it could be watched by kids but also enjoyed by adults. But they seem to have
Well,
forgot about the kids in there.
They
well,
really forgot
at
about
this
the
time,
kids.
at this time, Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3 were out on the NES, so it had been out for a while, and it had like this. What kills me because this game and had a massive audience. Like, this movie should have killed. They had so much material to work with. So this is why I think they tried to make it for like you're saying, kids and adults, and they just
Like,
failed
but
miserably.
they did that with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like the movie, the kind of sector, effectively.
Yeah,
The movie industry, they made Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and that was a kind of an adult kids movie. They actually had to cut some stuff for the second movie, but with
yeah,
this, they couldn't even get the adult part right. It was boring as fuck. Like, it
Yeah.
was drama for the first half an hour of it, and I'm like, why are they still in Brooklyn? Get out of Brooklyn, please.
yeah.
So
No,
it's
I like the two lads. Even as bad as the script was and as terrible as it was, I can't help but love the two boys, John and Bob. Like, even though they fucking had horrible stuff to work with, they're great
they
anyway.
gave
I
it
love,
their all.
They
They
did
did well,
well.
as good as they
which is
could.
very, that's why they're so professional, because I would have told everyone to fuck off. There's no way, which is why I'm sitting here and they're there.
Well, Bob Hoskins is dead now, so fuck Bob Hoskins.
Touche, Bob.
Jamie!
Well, he's dead. What is he going to do? Get me?
Who's behind you, Jamie? Get him,
Oh
Bob.
no, he's right there in the camera. So we then get a lovely shot of the World Trade Centers. That won't be standing for long. So then we get an excavation site, and some mafia guys turn up, and they're like, "Hey, yous guys, this is our
Schiavelli.
perfect place to build whatever we want." What is it, like they want oil or some shit? I don't even give a crap at this point now. I've actually lost all interest. I'm like, whatever, get to the fucking Mario bit.
Yeah. Your man is just a big fucking sleazeball. What do they call it? Skipelli, is it?
Skipellis. And then Daisy is like, hey, I'm dressed like I should be in Jurassic Park, but I'm in Brooklyn. I'm dressed like I was meant to be, like I was an extra for like she has the waistcoat. You know, at the very start of Jurassic Park, we're in the desert, and they're like, she looks like she's dressed like that, and nobody else is. So we get a shot of Iggy and Ziggy, or whatever their names are, and I like they're good actors. And again, it's just a shame that number one, I couldn't understand what the other guy with the fuck was saying. The guy with the kind of long nose, kind of like that, with the flat face.
Yeah.
That kind of guy.
Yeah,
and the other guy kind of reminds me of Rob Schneider a bit. What else has he been?
Yeah, Fisher. Oh, you definitely know his face.
I've seen him in.
He's in a lot of stuff. They're both really successful, but your man actually with the glasses on is like really successful. He's been in loads of stuff, tons of stuff.
Fisher Stevens. The other guy I don't think has worked much since.
Oh, really? Oh, well,
yeah. Because he kind of said that the movie followed him around, but I don't know if he's
leaving that behind forever.
Let's see. Let's go back on. Yeah, this guy Fisher Stevens. He's been in loads of stuff. You'll know his face absolutely because he's just so. He was in Friends. Oh, that was one episode.
Oh, you know what? See, that's the thing. I've seen him in like. Short Circuit.
He's been guest spots and stuff.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be what they call a leading man, but he does a lot of guest spotting, a lot of guest acting. Like, as soon as you say
that or in
He
a
was the guy
TV
who
show.
wrote
He
a.
does a lot of TV shows.
That's funny
Yeah.
actually, because I definitely recognized him, but now that I'm looking over his IMDb, it's just like one episode here, one episode there, one episode there. Like,
He's not a big long term actor. Like when I say that,
yeah.
I mean the show would be like in every episode and be in.
Maybe
Yeah,
it
God,
is just a like familiarity of like Rob Schneider or something.
He's probably just done so much there. Like that's what I'm saying. He's probably done
Yeah.
so. Like you've seen him. Like yeah. Anyway, go on. Keep going.
So
What movie are we
the
talking about?
famous guy that we can't place, even though we're literally looking at IMDb, what? Hang on a second. B-list Rob Schneider. Jesus Christ, you must be really bad if you're a B-lister.
Who described him as that?
Me, I did just there.
Oh, okay. I thought you were looking at like BuzzFeed or something.
No, I came up with that. Poor
Harsh.
Hey, he's richer than I'll ever be. So, Daisy wants to hire more security, so they don't have mobile phones in these days, so she has to run across like a mile to get into the middle of town to get on a payphone. And wouldn't you know it, Luigi's already there because they're on their way to this plumbing job, but damn it, their car is gosh darn broken down. How exciting! I'm already riveted. This is Mario like I've never seen before. So we get a stupid kind of, hey, look at there's backstory in this film with the missing Mrs. still a mystery. And again, like I feel like some of these, on the newspaper, I feel like they're putting in these things. They're going, hey, this is really smart. This is so smart. Like they're definitely snorting all of the cocaine at this point. Putting
Not
in these stupid
snort
things.
cocaine, snorting all of the cocaine.
Literally just face planting in cocaine. So Mario is like, all right, get in the van, love. He has to speak like that. If he spoke like that, you know what? Because technically Mario doesn't have an accent. So why didn't he speak like Smee from Hook?
Mario absolutely has an accent.
It's me, Mario.
Yeah,
it's not Italian.
It's a stereotypical Italian accent.
I don't know about its Italian.
I thought the stereotypical Italian accent was
yeah, it's me, Mario.
Let's not get too xenophobic on this channel. But if he spoke in his Smee accent, that would have at least made it entertaining. So he invites Daisy onto the van and says, hey, I will drive you to this place. I've literally just fixed the van. Come on in. So she gets in the van with two absolute random strangers in the middle of Brooklyn who, like, this is
one of which is obviously hitting on her.
He's adventurous. He's adventurous, man.
He's Mario. He's fucking Mario. You don't know who I am, bitch. I'm Mario. So they invite her on a fucking date in this Italian restaurant. So then Super Mario and Luigi are sitting down with Super Mario's girlfriend, having an Italian meal in a restaurant, just like the game, I might add. Remember that when they sat down at an Italian restaurant and Mario's random girlfriend from fuck knows where is just there.
Who is very Real Housewives.
Why? Why does Mario have a girlfriend?
It's
call her fucking Peach. Just do that much.
They were trying to make the movie a real thing when the game is not a real fucking thing. They're trying to make some subject matter like a real, like you said there, Real Housewives. They didn't need to have any girlfriends. No, they just could have helped her. I'll put it to you this way. Her problem.
I don't want to be offensive, but I don't like children. Okay. Hey, look, they're me, but younger. Children are great, but it's like I don't know how to deal with children. I don't know what to say around them. It's like, I know this is a really bad analogy. Don't take it like this. It's not a 1-for-1. But it's like when I was 14 and I wanted to speak to a girl, and I didn't know what to say because I had nothing to say to him. I've literally, there's nothing at all. for different reasons. By the way, I'll just premise that. What a child, like even a 14-year-old, I don't know what the fuck, but I know that within 5 minutes of the movie, what should have happened is Mario is like plunging a toilet and he goes, "Hey, Luigi, come help me!" And then he gets sucked into the toilet and then he's just in the world. That is literally all I wanted to see.
Down a drain.
Like I'm in a drain.
Down a drain pipe. The closest we got to that was when they're actually down there and they're like, "Oh, but the wall is solid," but no, it's actually like quicksand. That is the closest you got to referencing the actual gameplay, I felt.
Yeah, like when they were in the desert, and I was like,
I've got a feeling you can go through this solid rock. You know, that you get all those like hidden little gaps in the gameplay. Like that's the closest we got to anything referencing the game as far as I was concerned.
I think they got everything. I might be wrong by saying this, but I just feel like they got everything wrong in this movie. They just not only did they get it wrong, they added wrong stuff to it on top of the wrongness.
They made all the good stuff bad by trying to explain it away.
How do you do it? Like Jimmy, you literally said it there. Plunger in the toilet, get sucked in the world.
Yeah.
That's the start of the movie.
There you go. Where am I? Where am I? Oh, there's a big fucking Dennis Hopper looking turtle thing attacking. And the girl whose toilet we were fixing also got sucked in. And fucking whatever, her name is Daisy if you really want it to be. Daisy Peach, you know? No, nothing. Just absolutely, like, literally, again, 15 minutes into the movie, they've broken down in their car. Some bad mobster guys came along to threaten Daisy, and who's an archaeologist, and now they're in a restaurant having a date. So they walk home after the date. Oh yeah, during the date, she was like, like if someone in the middle of dinner said this to me, and you're just after inviting them, and you're sitting with their brother and their girlfriend, and you go, "Oh yeah, I was abandoned as a child."
Yeah.
Like, who's going to be sitting there going, "Oh, tell me more. Tell me." Yeah. So are me. Me and my brother were also abandoned too.
Like, okay, I get that, if you're open to talking about it, you would have that conversation. That's fair enough. What I don't get is this, like, I was abandoned too. That to me, do you know what that reminded me of? My mother's name is Martha too. Like, stop having these random connections over random things that would absolutely make no difference in anybody's real life.
But this stuff they just threw into it. Like when because I didn't remember that, and when I heard Luigi say to her, "Mario raised me," I was like, "Oh, hang on, are you not supposed to be actual brothers? You're not supposed to be his fucking son. What are you talking about?
He said, his brother?" Yeah, he was like my mother to me. He was my mother. Oh no, wait, I didn't mean it like that. He's like my father, and I was like, "What the fuck is this? Why are you talking about this? What does this have to do with anything?" Yeah. I never I didn't ever even think it now after watching the film, having just remembered the scene. I've never thought, "Oh, who's Luigi and Mario's mum and dad?" But they're just throwing that in there. Like I said, they're trying to explain things that nobody's even asked a question to in the bad way.
It made no bearing to their character in the rest of the movie whatsoever.
I think we're forgetting the main thing about the whole movie. And there was one thing that was missing from the whole movie. Where the fuck was Luigi's mustache?
That's what I'm talking about.
Let's be honest. If Mario had one, then why wasn't Luigi supposed to have one?
And I mean, we saw John Leguizamo with a mustache last week at Romeo and Juliet.
Right?
He could rock a mustache.
Give him a mustache and the gun. Give him a gun. Luigi is pissed.
Sword.
Okay,
fucking weapons.
Yo,
Derry, you're a costume designer for a movie. Okay, low budget movie. It's not even that big.
Oh, don't. Oh God. So here we go.
Okay. What's the first basic thing you do? Let's say it's about a franchise. It's about the Chuckle Brothers. Okay. You know the Chuckle Brothers. To me, to you. Okay. What's the first thing you would do? Say like the Chuckle Brothers are well dead now. I think both of them are dead now. I think. So you'd at least want them to look like the characters. Wouldn't that be right?
I mean, you'd take. If you don't want it to be exactly the same, you would break it down to its core parts and rebuild it.
That's a good lead-in for my next question. Okay.
Right.
if these two characters were literally represented by solid block colors,
Yeah.
wouldn't you just want at least those colors reflected on a regular basis enough to say, oh, at least I can differentiate them color-wise?
I think one of the first things that I would do is I would have had Bob Hoskins in like a red baseball cap. If you're putting him in real life.
Simple things.
Why?
Things like that.
Why then was John Leguizamo always wearing red throughout the whole entire movie until he put on that Luigi thing? He wore red the entire. Even when they put suits on, he wore a red suit, and Mario wore a yellow suit. What the fuck?
That's actually a very good point. Also, while we're on the concept where we're talking about wardrobe, I just want to say this: Daisy's dress looked like I ordered my prom dress from Wish.
Yeah. It like set on fire.
Everything
like that.
else, all the wardrobe, all looked amazing, and then Daisy was in a prom dress fail from Wish.
I have to say that once they get to the Mario world, the costumes are really good.
Yeah, except Daisy. Yeah. Literally, like they just forgot about her and they slapped some curtain liner together on her.
Well, wouldn't have been so much
the end of the movie quickly.
Because they're supposed to be looking for work, right? So they're supposed to be these plumbers, apparently. So, like, why would they not be in their overalls waiting for clothes? So, like, they should have had those green and red outfits on the very start of the movie.
Yeah.
Like, even
and they didn't have to be, like, bright red or bright green. They could have been, like, dirtied up, muted colours. Like, it didn't have to be...
Even a solid t-shirt or so. Like, here's the thing. I like it when there's a reveal. Like, I wouldn't have minded if they took a half an hour to get in their overalls or whatever, but like for them not to even do anything to do with the color or a scheme or a hint or anything is like an absolute waste.
Yeah.
Like someone must have been sitting there going, why aren't they doing that?
Well, the writers and directors said when they were asked about this movie years later at like some convention, and the answer they gave was ridiculous. They were like,
I'm colorblind. I'm colorblind.
Your man said about what happened to the movie, with because they had a big budget. They had a big budget for it, and your man said a lot of mistakes were made in that movie, and it was my plan. I'll hold my hands up to it. And then he just stopped talking. I was like, "Well, that's not an answer. Why did you make these decisions? Like stupid stuff. Like
who made?
We're talking about the last half hour, and we've already made. We should do one of those things, where they take like movies. Like they take like trailers and make it better. Like someone take the Sonic the Hedgehog trailer and they made it better. Like a really, really low budget, like but much better. We should take this movie and fucking make it better.
Re-edit it.
Yeah, 100%.